Heartbreak though for Japan, Eugene. This is something that we mentioned, but I want to speak about the Asian teams at this World Cup. Obviously, none of them in contention in the tournament anymore. But a strong showing, you would say, from the Asian teams. 15 goals scored, which is a record. And, some great results for South Korea, Japan, obviously, and Iran also making a real match of it in that tight group against Spain and Portugal.
Obviously, these three teams are the powerhouse of Asian football, and like we said earlier in the show, that most of these players are playing in the top European leagues, so they're actually accustomed to the traditions, to the custom, to the system of how football is and how difficult it is abroad. So they've come, used all the experience what they've gained in the European leagues, come into the World Cup, use it with their teams, and given a good performance of themselves. So and the youth systems in their respective countries have been very great.
Are we actually seeing, global standards sort of improving, and is that, vindication for this 48-team World Cup that FIFA has planned from 2026?
Yeah, I think for sure, the big Asian countries, Japan, China, Korea, the infrastructure there is getting better all the time. I've been to Korea, I've been to Japan, I looked at football, and they are well infrastructured, and they do have a lot of youth development. They also insist on football being part of the school curriculum, and that obviously helps at the grassroots level. But like you say, going to 48 teams, I think they just want it to be more of a World Cup and get everyone have the chance to play in it. At the minute we see it's been dominated really, at the top level it's been dominated by European countries. So I think the more countries that come in, the more difficult that may be for teams to dominate. And it also gives people hope to develop this infrastructure, to develop the grassroots, because if you've got no chance of ever going to a World Cup, sometimes you think, what's the point of keep putting all this investment in if we're never going to get there? So people need an incentive to keep it going at grassroots level to try and bring the rest of the world up to the European standards.